Oh yeah, Bengals are still breathing, and oh Steelers. Oh no, that was not good. And then the other game, well, you'll see the highlights for that in a second. Anyway, though, obviously we had a Saturday game, 2 Saturday games yesterday. Let's get through those.
That the Browns. Zappy. Oh, big fat touchdown! My goodness! Michael Pierce. Don't kneel down.
15 seconds left. 4th down and 12. Wilson incomplete for Freiermuth. And
down back, motions in. They fake it to him. Lamar's got the ball. He's got the edge. He's got some space in the offseason. We'll talk about some of them for Cleveland. Zappia looks to throw. He threw a pick. Threw it right into the hands of Nate Wiggins. And the rookie walks. We need more than they needed last time. Full yard here. Zappia looking to throw for it. Lobs it down the middle, and it's broken up.
Let's not overthink it.
And in the pistol formation, Jackson flips it over the head just off the hand. Had one yet. He's got the football again. He's got some blockers. Big fellows, doesn't need much space, and darts down to the 11. He's grabbing his pocket two. Jackson from the pocket, lofting for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Andrews makes it. Hopkins on for a chip shot to get the Browns on the board. Lamar still scanning, backpedaling, trying to escape, flips it across the middle. In motion. Jackson back to the end zone, wide open. Here's Rashad Bateman for a motion. Zappy from the pocket, throws it near the pylon, and touchdown.
Married it all up.
He's blocking on the edge. That's what you expect the big fella to do to pave the way. And the King.
He's playing great. I think that they are very capable of going.
He's off and running. He's got 100 plus, and he's got his second touchdown. King Henry.
I pull up the Maybach jumping, shawty better check my hits.
And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fight of course. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the NFL Week 18 doubleheader Saturday recap. Of course, we did have 2 games that went on yesterday. Both of them had their of course, like quirks and stuff. But either way, the results that I expected to happen, of course, did go down. As, of course, in this first game, as you saw in the highlights, the Ravens took care of the Browns pretty handily, 35-10. I will say this game wasn't actually as bad as this final score will actually indicate. But at the same time, the Ravens obviously took care of the business in this one. Obviously, with 12-5 with their 5th straight win. No, not 5th straight. 4th straight? Yeah, I think that's right. Whatever, though. They obviously go into what is called the playoffs as 3 seed, hosting either the Chargers of Steelers, of course. Again, as a 3 seed in the AFC, clinching the AFC North. Of course, back-to-back division titles for the first time for them since, I don't even know when. It's been a while. But obviously now 12-5. And, of course, we'll be hosting one of those 2 teams next week. For the Browns, obviously, they end their season on, 6-game losing streak or something like that. And they of course, clinch a top 3 draft pick, and we'll probably be drafting somebody with that. I don't know yet, but I don't know, maybe like Will Campbell, maybe, I don't know, Kelvin Banks Jr. One of those tackles, I don't know. They're going to do something with that, though. Obviously, though, when it comes to the, what is it called? This Browns offense, they're notorious for turning over the football. But thankfully, they only turned it over two times this week. But, of course, they've had multiple turnovers in every game since their bye week. So, yeah. Good thing for them. Bailey Zappi, though, 16 of 31 for 170 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Obviously, both of those interceptions are pretty funny to watch. The first one was so bad. I mean, I don't know what. Again, you just gotta key in. It's freaking cover 2. You don't throw flat routes against cover 2. You never do, especially when you got a guy like Nate Wiggins there on the outside. I don't know what Bailey Zappi was thinking there. There's a reason he obviously started for the Steelers. Not Steelers. Whoa. I won't slow there. The Patriots last year, they only won 4 games. Yeah, this was just a disaster for him. Dorian Thompson-Robinson came in and just got absolutely tossed around on like one drive. Again, this offense is so bad. They fired Ken Dorsey. They fired their offensive lineman coach. Obviously, this offensive line having the worst year they've had since 2020. Not even since then. Arguably playing, honestly, 2019 or even like when they win this offseason, 2017. But obviously, the quarterback play has been god-awful for this team. Dorian Thompson-Robinson finished the year, I think, with like 5 or 6 starts. Something like that with no touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Of course, they've now had 4 starters all season. And, again, it's just a mess. Running game was pathetic. Jacoby Kibodi had 1 nice run. What a name, bro. Anyway, though, Dante Foreman obviously didn't do much. Jerry Jeudy finished the year, I think, with like 1,100 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, he almost 1,300. Obviously, really the only weapon in this offense. Jordan Akins, 6 catches, 60 yards, did have a touchdown there, which I guess was somewhat decent. Elijah Moore made a couple plays as well, but overall, this offense, like I said, again, there's a reason they're last in the league in scoring and, like, 20th in total offense, too. It's just a pathetic group, and it's been like that all year. Defensively, though, Sam Kamara got a lot of play. He played well. Outside of that, though, no one really seemed like they wanted to be out there, to be completely honest with you guys. The secondary, I will say, did do a decent job. Outside of, again, some of those plays in the red zone, they did do a very good job at, making sure no one got behind them, and also, again, keying on Lamar. Also, again, yes, the run defense was pretty bad, but overall, I don't think the actual tackling itself was the issue. It was a lot of the gap control. That was really the biggest thing. Like, diabetes, bro, was not, what is it called? Staying disciplined there, and obviously when it comes to gap discipline overall, I don't think they did a good job with that either. At least Justin Hopkinson misses one chip shot of field goal. For the Ravens, obviously Lamar finished the year with 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's the first quarterback ever to go a full season with fewer than 5 interceptions and 40 more touchdowns. Obviously, first quarterback ever also with 900 rushing yards and 4,000 passing yards. Pretty simple, safe to say Lamar has had an insane season. And again, I don't know how you can't give him MVP. I get obviously Josh Allen and all that, but like those numbers are just like, you can't ignore that. Derrick Henry, 6.9 yards per carry. Nice on his birthday to end the season. I wonder how he's going to... Okay. No Diddy, though. Still, Derrick Henry, end the season, again, 79 yards short of his second career 2,000-yard season. Simply put, Derrick Henry's completely transformed this offense. He's part of the reason, obviously, they've been so good. Obviously, the 43-yard touchdown as well to get over 100 yards as well. I mean, overall, he had a great game. Obviously, Lamar, 60 yards, of course, he saw that 19-yard run early. Rashad Bateman was wide open on that touchdown there in the red zone. Obviously, Mark Andrews caught another one as well. Isaiah Likely made a couple catches. After that, though, of course, Zay Flowers, really hope he can get healthy. That was a little bit of a scary injury, but if he doesn't play this week, next week, maybe again, if they're able to win, they play in the division round there. O-line was very, very good, too. Obviously, the team stats. I forgot about the defense. Yeah, that exists, too. They only had 1 sack from Kyle Van Noy early. Obviously, Odafe Owe had a sack, too, but I'm not really counting that because he just completely, blew that play up. That was just a great play by him. That's it. That should be 2 sacks there. Nate Wiggins obviously with the pick 6 as well. This defense dominated for most of the game, outside of a couple of drives. I mean, they had a good game overall. Justin Tucker obviously didn't miss an extra point. And then obviously for the team stats, like I said, the Ravens had over 430 yards of offense, 220 yards rushing, so I think boost them over 190 yards per game in the season. Third down, they were also pretty decent overall. Either way, guys, the Ravens take care of business, clinched the North. Now let's obviously get to the game that had less implications when you think about it, considering, again, now that the Steelers can clinch the North, but obviously saw at the end, the ending of that game, Steelers continue to struggle.
Joe Burrow to complete a lot of passes, which he has. First career start for Trice. That's Chase, and what a start for Cincinnati. And York. Wilson down the sideline. And the catch is made with the left arm. Najee Harris is in for the touchdown. Ryan Rico, the rookie, hits a beauty. Back at the 25 is Calvin Austin. Ball's out. Quick throw, and that is in the air, and the Steelers actually run a play. And they will. And the handoff. Down at 8. Aired out for Pickens. Couldn't hang on for Pittsburgh. Burrow, sideline. Little back shoulder. And have any opportunity. This to make it a 12-point game from York. He's had a nice night.
Sees the crease. He's able to get some good yards, pick up the first down.
It's the longest rush of the game. Wide open is Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And he's your best receiver on top of it.
Waitman on this windy night hits one that might have hit one of the
Big player for the Steelers team.
Wilson in trouble and sacked by Hendrickson. Boswell has been, we still have a timeout remaining. Wilson is sacked by Hendrickson again. They gotta use
And of course, in Unfortunately, the game, the Bengals needed to keep their playoff hopes alive again. They're able to keep it alive, I guess, for at least, I don't know, how many more hours until the game? Like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. Obviously, of course, they're able to knock off the Steelers for their 5th straight win. Again, at least finish the season with a winning record for the 4th straight year. Of course, with this 19-17 win, again, where they don't really score a touchdown or really do much of anything after the third quarter offensively, but again, are able to, still secure the W. Steelers, again, lose their 4th straight after again being starting out 10-3. In the spot where we actually thought they could have got the 1 seed if they continue to play well. They are now in a situation where they will probably be heading into having to head to Baltimore unless the Raiders, continue to try to take their draft stock. So, of course, yeah, they're probably heading to Baltimore for what will probably be a blowout loss. But then again, if you look at that game they played, obviously, against the Ravens a couple weeks ago on Saturday, I mean, they did lose. It looks like a lot worse than it was, 34-17. But they did have a chance in the 4th quarter to actually make something out of that game. Anyway, though, of course, the Bengals, if they do somehow make the playoffs, they will be heading to Buffalo next weekend if that does happen. That game should be a heck of a one. If I had to guess, that will probably be in front on Sunday Night Football. But anyway, in this game, actually, obviously, Joe Burrow snaps his 8 straight games over 250 yards. He did get that 277 actually, and obviously he didn't throw 3 touchdowns, so only 1. And that's partly because again they went 1 for 4 in the red zone. They really struggled again run the football overall too. We'll get that in a second. But also again the interception wasn't the greatest either. But again, Khalil Herbert 69 yards, nice 3.5 yards per carry. He could not really find any real space. Let's be honest, there in the red zone. Also the O-line did not play the greatest. Jamar Chase with 10 catches, he got force fed the ball, but he's going to definitely win the Triple Crown. 96 yards, also 17 touchdowns in the season. First receiver ever with 1,700 yards and 17 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp did have 16 touchdowns though. That season he won the Triple Crown as well. So a little off. But of course, Jamar Chase has been the best receiver in the league by far this year. Mike Gesicki, 8 catches, 60 yards, good underneath. Teagan's struggled to get open. Outside of that though, I mean, I really don't care about the receivers because I mean they did enough to win it. O-line though again wasn't very good at all. I think that will be an issue for them. Again, in the offseason there. Defensively, though, Akeem Davis-Gaither, I guess, was okay. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson proved he should be the defensive player of the year. 3.5 sacks in this one. I think he has like 18 on the season, something like that. He had 2 scissor sacks towards the end of the game where, again, he basically just caught under and then basically did this. I don't know how to describe it. But, yeah, he basically used a scissor move, which, again, is one of the most lethal in the league, as well from speed to power to get, obviously, as well as his bend to get to the quarterback. There and Russell Wilson twice. That was just ridiculous. So we'll be talking about obviously about these draft prospects, but if you can find someone outside of maybe Aiden Hutchinson, again that you can show me that has Trey Henderson's scissor move there, I would be shocked. Anyway, though, Jermaine Pratt had 5 tackles. Mike Hilton was very decent. I think that's the right word he used in the slot there. Josh Newman, I don't know what he was trying to do on that double move there. That should have been a catch by George Pickens. That wasn't his fault though. Russ, I don't know why he put 30 yards of in the air on that one. Anyway, though, Von Bell, I guess, was okay. I didn't really watch much of him. Outside of that, though, I mean, the rest of this defense was kind of mediocre, let's be honest there. The Steelers' offense just can't move the football. K-Dork also had a 48-yarder. Overall, was best game of his career at some point. Probably not, but anyway. Russ, yeah, he was not great in this one. Let's just put it as it is. I will say the O-line did not really give him much time at some plays, and it was very, very all over the place. But the fact that Russ can't see over the middle, literally takes out 80% of what this offense could be able to do. And again, the biggest thing I see with the Steelers' offense is that the fact that everything is a challenge. When that is the case, it's so hard to move the football because it's like everything's got to be executed perfectly, and even then it might not even work because it's just so condensed. Running game was atrocious. O-line was awful in this one. I got to give him I don't know what's going on there. But obviously, Russ, again, the touchdown was obviously nice to Pat Frymuth, again, the 19-yarder. He got open. Mike Williams, after that one catch in the first quarter, couldn't create separation. Van Jefferson came alive in that last drive. Of course, George Pickens not making any plays in this one also was a problem. But that's really because him and Russ were not on the same page. They got to figure that out quickly, or this offense will not be able to move the football. Obviously, though, until Russ can, again, figure out how to throw over the middle, guys. I mean, it's not really easy. He'll probably have to get height surgery or something. This offense won't be able to move the football effectively, and that's going to literally be a one and done and be the, what is it now? They haven't won a playoff game since 2017. That's going to continue. Defensively, though, they got a lot of pressure, which is good, but at the same time, this secondary was not playing together at all. Joey Porter Jr. was great. Corey Trice Jr. got picked down, but I will say he did hang in there pretty well. Both linebackers, I think, did do a decent job overall individually. But when it comes down to it, they did not play as a unit in that secondary. That's part of the reason they got moved the ball on so much. Also, the run defense wasn't, again, it wasn't like the Bengals could actually run the football, but it was, I wouldn't say that, again, the Steelers, were the reason for that. Also, Preston Smith needs to get out there a little bit more. Again, as much as I love Alex Highsmith, there's some downs there where Preston Smith, just his skill set, I think, would be a little bit more, I wouldn't say advantageous, but it would put the defense in a better position. Not again, Alex Highsmith should still be getting a lot of pass rushing snaps, but especially against the run, you might want to get Preston Smith out there a little bit more. Chris Boswell also getting hit at a 54-yarder. That was big for the Steelers very late. But again, the Bengals, again, it wasn't like they moved the ball too great, but again, they controlled the clock most of this game. Again, it was just they were going one for four in the red zone that kept the Steelers in this game. But of course, considering the Steelers are just awful on offense, as again we expected. Again, if you can go watch their film from I don't know, like mid-season, you're like this isn't gonna stick. And again, it really has. And of course, they now lost 4 straight games going into the playoffs. Anyway, though, good luck to the Bengals. Obviously, today, see if they can get the results they need. I don't certainly think so. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Here, and of course, the recap of these 2 games. Enjoy your Sunday, and of course, see you guys for the recap of all those games tomorrow.
Nyes, 4 shots in the game for Matthew Nyes. Looking for return pass in front. Scores! What a beauty!